Hi there and welcome to ChopChopChef. Today our lesson will be one of my favorite, Vanillekipferl. Yes, this is a very simple recipe, but it tastes so good. For the Vanillekipferl we have all-purpose flour, unsalted butter, and this is almond meal, yeah, fine almonds, and then I use soft icing sugar, just a pinch of salt and a little bit of vanilla concentrate extract. So as I said, simple. We use the flour, put it all in here, all our almond meal, yeah, and the soft icing. Here we go. And then a pinch of salt we put in right now. Finish. Yeah. The butter in this instant, please keep it cool. I mean cold. Yeah. Not don't melt it or have it too soft. And then half a teaspoon of the vanilla extract. There we go. Okay, now this one, because it's a small batch, right, I use one hand and work everything nicely together to a nice dough. Yeah. When you do this one in a machine with a double amount, make sure it's not getting too warm. Yeah. So in this case, your butter should stay cool. Yeah, and I have to work it now all together. And when this is done, before we continue, this mixture will go in the refrigerator for easy half an hour. Yeah. Now I used today, as I just mentioned, almond flour, which is, I believe, the traditional version of the Vanillekipferl. Yeah. If you want to have a little bit crunch to your Vanillekipferl, you can substitute or make half and half almond flour and finely chopped walnuts, but no walnut meal. I prefer them just with a knife chopped. Yeah, so you have a little bit of crunchy bits in your taste buds when you eat Vanillekipferl. Yeah, so that's that. Yes, comes nice. Of course, because the butter is cold, this takes a little while to get it all nicely together. But all good. Yeah. So now you still see a little bit crumbs, but we want to have it as a one. We want to create a one lump kind of dough, which comes nearly there. Yeah, just have to put it all up. Just get all these pieces of my hand. And when we put it in the fridge in a minute, this one, because it goes only in there for half an hour, you don't have to glad wrap anything. You just put it in the fridge. Okay. If you have a look at here now, we combine all our lovely crumbles into the one sort of dough, right? Okay, a little bit more. Make sure everything is nicely mixed. Now here we go. That's what it is. This one we put in the refrigerator half an hour and we continue. Okay, I just took our rested dough out of the fridge. Remember I said 30 minutes, yeah? So that's kind of our log. What I do now is I divide this one, say by 4. So don't have to be exactly So that, and why is this? Because while we continue working with this batch, I use only a quarter and the rest goes back in the fridge. Yeah, so this one, so we always keep it cool. I'm back in 1 sec. Okay, that's in the fridge, resting, cooling. All right, now here it is. What we have to achieve now, we want to make out of this one a kind of a rod, a lock. Yeah, I use just a touch of flour, not too much, not too much. Yeah, work it just a little bit. Okay, and now we roll it. Yeah, so we want to achieve one long lock. Okay, so you can do this one. See, when it breaks up a little bit, you just have to knit it a little bit more, so it's one nicely combined batch there. A little bit. Okay. So what I do is, of course, I started with one hand. Now I take 2 hands, roll it, and then I spread out my fingers. Yeah. So you will see this one there. Of course, I mean, you just practice with Play-Doh, right? Easy, like in the good olden days. Look at that. Now the thumb comes in play. What we want to achieve is to have a diameter of, say, 1.5 centimeter, right? Okay, this is already more than thin enough here. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Yeah, a little bit more like here on the side. Okay, now I brought a ruler today. Okay, just for the exercise, we cut a little bit off, put it on here. Oh, here we go, 1.5 centimeter, not that bad for cookie. Good. Now I'm cutting 8 centimeter pieces, yeah, of my lock. Yeah. Okay, 8, 16, 24. Again, 8, 16, 24. Perfect. Not done yet, not done yet. What's next is, obviously we're taking our rod here, beautiful, yeah, 1.5 centimeter, 8 centimeter in length. Now we roll this a little bit, just the ends, yeah, I make it slow motion. Yeah, we want to, now comes the tricky part, we want to create a crescent. You see the ends going thinner, that's already good enough. And now we bend it nicely in like that, and that's what you want to achieve, this crescent. Right? And this one, then we're putting on our baking tray. Baking tray, I said to you before as well, I just take a little bit of a spray, put it on my tray, bang. So our paper is gluing nicely onto the tray. Okay, we put a tray here, and then our crescents, they're going nicely all on here. Yeah, and I do this one more time. So 1.5 centimeter, 8 centimeter length, just gentle, give it a little bit of a push on the ends on both sides so the inner body stays, yeah, and then we form the crescent, yeah, very close, so not together, but yeah, like that. Easy done, yeah. Okay, so this is one option. I just put these locks on the side because I want to just show you something else before I continue. I get my next batch out of the refrigerator. Yeah. And then again, okay, we work this one. Just a little not too much. Other option for you, if you somehow feel not comfortable with rolling it with your hand, if you have a 100% smooth, even surface, obviously not wobbly, yeah, put a little bit flour on, just like that. And what you do now is you can push this little lock sort of like in motions like that, yeah, and then obviously, yeah, have a look, see, yeah. How are we going? Getting there? Yes. And you gentle put the pressure on here. Yeah. Okay. Just a little bit more on my board here, not too much. So here we go. That's the other version of rolling your log, yeah. And yes, maybe you want to put a little bit more with your hand, yeah. But this is obviously a little bit a nicer one than the first one, yeah, because I cheated, yeah, I used the other rolling device, okay, here we go. So this is our other lock, and I do the same thing, 8 centimeter, tack, 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 and I form these crescents, and we continue. Just give me a few moments and I finish our dough. Last batch, yeah, and you can see already how I put them on the tray, this crescent, right? So you notice that I have a little bit of gap between those individual pieces, because when they're baked, they run a little bit out, yeah, not too much, but keep this in mind, yeah, to give them a little bit of a breathing space. Yeah, and they're going in the oven on 170 degrees for give and take 14 minutes. Yeah, and I use only still heat, bottom and top heat. Yeah, if you decide to go on fan forced, I would turn it down to 160 degrees for same amount of time. And this, the time obviously is based is the diameter, as I said, sort of the thickness like mine, sort of 1.5 centimeter. Now, of course, every oven is different, but later on when we bake them, I show you when the tips here, the ends, getting a nice coloration of golden brown, very light brownish, then this should be all ready. Okay, that's our crescent. We have 2, 4, 6, 12, 18, 24, 26. We have 27 out of this one batch. Yeah, good to know as well. Yeah, it's a nice afternoon tea. And we're putting them in the oven. As I said, 170 degrees, preheated oven in the medium rack, you know, so in the middle. We're putting this one on, putting our timer on. I said 14 minutes. Let's do that. 14, 170 degrees. They're in there. See you shortly. Alright, our Vanillekipferl, they're in the oven close to 14 minutes. If you can maybe look through the oven, I'm not sure if you see it already. The tips starting to get a little bit sort of a nice golden brownish color. That's what I referred to you before earlier on. But we will find out shortly. In 20 seconds when we open it, and then we give a quick look. if my professional sort of opinion is saying they are ready, then they are ready. Otherwise, we put it in for other 30 seconds. Yeah, so this all depends on your oven as well. Yeah, easily, don't be too afraid, and then you just give it another minute. Okay. Okay, everybody, what I have done here now is I took them out of the oven, and while they were warm, 2 minutes later, I dusted this Vanillekipferl with my soft icing mixture and vanilla sugar, right? So now they're completely cooled down. Now we continue the same thing one more time. Yeah. So I have my soft icing mixture, and in this one I put 10 grams of the vanilla sugar. Yeah. And now I dust more vanilla and soft icing on my Crescent. And we keep them on the tray. Yeah. Yes. I mean, some people say, why you don't take one by one and put them in the mixture with your hands? Well, I tell you in a second. I show you why we do it a little bit differently. Yeah. Everything has a purpose. Yeah, and the trick of the trade, because you want to present it to your lovely guest, you know, in the best possible way. Okay, now we got this one sorted. Have a look how beautiful snow dust is all over this Vanillekipferl. Now I take a palette knife and just move them a little bit sort of along, so the base gets as well. Yeah, so that's what I will do, like that. Loosen this one like this. Now, if you use your hands, I just make it now. Obviously, you have to touch them somehow, yeah. And then always your fingerprints will be all over the Crescent, right? So it's not so nice. Yeah. Okay. We do it a little bit more time consuming, but that's okay with us. Yeah. So that's what we do. And then we present it nicely. And if you can be patient enough and you wait a few hours, then you get the real full taste of this Vanillekipferl. Yeah. So, but if you're impatient and you go right into it, yeah, well, you're missing this extra little oomph on this beautiful Vanillekipferl. Yeah. So be patient. Let this sugar and this soft icing really soak into our biscuit, and then off we go. All right, now here we go. Again, when we make the presentation, I try not to touch them too much. Yeah, I take a palette knife and whoop-de-whoop, we put it on our platter, however they fall, right? And then this would be then for our afternoon guests who are coming shortly. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they will be amazed. And this, as I said before, there's such a quick thing to do, right? So this dough, you can have the dough already done in advance, no problem. Yeah, and just keep it in your refrigerator for a week or so, and then when you get a quick phone call, your guests are coming, swoop, 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 you do your Crescents, and ready they are. And have a look at that. Aren't they not beautiful? Our homemade Vanillekipferl for you and for me to enjoy. Thank you so much for joining me on ChopChopChef today. Till next time.